Well, good afternoon, friends, or should I say good evening, friends. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, this literally does not work. How you guys doing today on this Victory Monday? We got Monday Night Football with, we'll see, Carson Wentz going against the Baltimore Ravens. Does it seem like every week the Baltimore Ravens are literally in prime time on like Sunday night or Monday Night Football? I mean, literally. I don't know how many times it's been, but it seems like it's almost every week. But be that as it may, our Cowboys, of course, having a victory, of course, today, relaxing. Tomorrow they're off as well. They get back on the field on Wednesday, getting ready for the New England Patriots. So, one of the things, or we have so many different playmakers, guys that have been just stepping up and just doing incredible jobs, guys that have been better than what we could have ever imagined. Right now, the Dallas Cowboys are second in the NFL at taking the football away, having 12 takeaways after the first 5 weeks, which is insane because it wasn't until week 14 last year that we had 12 takeaways. Let me say it again. We didn't have 12 takeaways last year until week 14. This team has been on fire, and most especially has Trevon Diggs been on fire, having 6 takeaways in 5 games. When you think about Byron Jones having 2 in his whole time here, that's freaking insane. The question you have to ask is, can Diggs, who literally looks like he's unstoppable, having 6 already in 5 games, could he possibly get the NFL record? And what is the NFL record? Well, the NFL record is 14 back in 1952. Now, I have to be honest with you. It's almost insane when you think about 14 interceptions in a season, especially when you go back into the day of 1952. Because Dick Night Train Lane, who at that time was playing for the Rams, before he became a Hall of Famer, of course, with the Detroit Lions, as a rookie, had 14 interceptions. Now, keep in mind, right now we have 17 games, this being the first season of 17 games. But back in 1952, there was only 12 games. Stop right there. Dick Night Train Lane got 14 interceptions in 12 games. And mind you, that's back in the era of 3 yards in a cloud of dust. There was very little passing back in the day. I mean, I know when we talked to, trying to remember, Mel Blount of the Steelers, when we were actually interviewing him, he posed to us a trivia question and said, back in the 70s when they played, they only passed an average of 25 passes per game. So I imagine in the 50s that it would have been even less than that. And when you think about basically getting 1 interception a game, it's unfathomable. You can see now, of course, with 17 games, and as much as guys throw, literally 50 passes in a game are not anything out of the ordinary, that you would see a possibility of being able to do that. That's still a tall task. But with Diggs having 12 more games, let's put it this way, that was the whole season that Dick Night Train Lane had, 12 games. Diggs still has that much left. Is it possible? Yeah, I guess it is. He'd need to get 8 more. Keep in mind the Dallas Cowboy record is, by Emerson Walls, I believe, 11. I think 11 is in the reach. 14, I tell you what, if he has 14, he will be the defensive runaway player of the year if he's not already with 6 in the first 5 games. He might be all decade. Yeah, he might be all decade if he could get 14. Just saying. But it's amazing how when you watch him play, you see the ground that he makes up, and you see him with the beat on the ball. This is where having a brother, of course, is a great wide receiver, and him playing wide receiver as well, is truly made him a ball hawk. It's insane watching him play. We are truly, truly blessed to have him, and knowing that he's only in his second year, first year with Dan Quinn. And Dan Quinn has been a mastermind at changing this defense. When the talking heads were out there basically saying the Dallas Cowboys is terrible, yeah, Cowboys got a great offense, but their defense is terrible. Dan Quinn will be a hot commodity at the end of the season. Make no mistake about it. As well as Will McClay, because you look at the talent that the Dallas Cowboys were able to amass from this draft. And you look at it not just for Micah Parsons. You could just say just getting that guy was a coup. But seeing Jabril Cox getting his first playing time really yesterday, knowing that he's going to be getting more and more time. Seeing Osi playing the way he is on the defensive line, seeing as well as Golston, you see guys that are literally just young pups that are truly dogs that are making the Dallas Cowboys defense right now somebody to fear. And it's going to be great because you look at this from the standpoint where we're still missing players. We still don't have Gallimore. We still don't have Tristan Hill. We still don't have DeMarcus Lawrence. We still don't have Donovan Wilson. As this team really starts getting the subtleties of this defense, and usually that takes time, by the midpoint towards the end of the season, this defense is going to be really hitting its stride and could be one of the top defenses in the NFL. I know that sounds crazy, but you watch them when they get that firepower, as they get their legs underneath them, able to set wave after wave of players after them. Forgive me. I'm sorry, didn't mean to yawn. It's been crazy. It's so much to do between my workshop, my day job, and of course keeping up with the Cowboys. And with my knees, I don't sleep well at night. Before I get out of here, though, I want to send thoughts and prayers to our buddy Stuart Morrison. Stuart, who runs our Discord, him and brother Roz. I don't know if a lot of you know, he's actually in a wheelchair. And he's been going through treatment for his leg. He's actually got an infection in the leg and goes through therapy and hyperbaric chambers and everything else. And had to have emergency surgery probably right now while we're speaking. And so I just want to send a shout out and thoughts and prayers to him. And guys, keep him in your prayers as well. Stuart is a great friend and a wealth of knowledge, and I wish him everything and the best of everything, and hope that everything comes out well with the surgery. We'll see you guys. I'm going to be watching, of course, the Ravens Colts game to see what Carson Wentz has got against Lamar Jackson. And we'll be doing our live stream at 9 o'clock as usual. I appreciate each and every one of you guys, and I hope you're having a great Monday. I'm Mark Holmes, and I'll see you soon.